Hi, this is Tracy Sparrowhawk here, aka the Skinny Mama. So I'm here today just to share some information with you about detox and cleanses, which you may be seeing a lot of marketing for because it's spring and we want to get in better shape for summer and drop some of that winter weight that we managed to put on. So if you are seeing a lot of marketing for different types of cleanses, I want to tell you which ones you should avoid and what you can do to kickstart your body and into high gear so that you will drop that stubborn belly fat and feel and look great for summer. Now, if you're here on my channel for the first time, just say hello and feel free to subscribe to my channel. I post videos here fairly regularly just to share information that I'm learning because I am on my own health and wellness journey and I'm a busy mom and I want to help other busy moms, learn the best tips and tricks for them to stay healthy so that they can, you know, be present with their families and have energy to do what they need to do. And you can hit the notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a video. So today, like I mentioned, I'm just going to share with you, I just watched a video about cleanses and detox systems and what to avoid because they're not all that healthy for you, depending on which ones you're looking at. And you don't want to make these four mistakes. So when we're trying to lose stubborn belly fat, it can be very hard. And you may have tried lots of different things and maybe you've lost some weight and gained it back. Maybe you're spending hours at the gym and the weight just isn't coming off. But no matter what you eat, you just can't lose the weight. What could be happening is your body is actually full of toxins, and we are exposed to so many chemicals on a daily basis through the environment, through the food that we eat, and our body is just overloaded because it can't eliminate all of them. And when that happens, it gets stored in our bodies as fat, and I'll just tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. So we have exposure to over 70, more chemicals today than there were 75 years ago, or even more. And they have not been studied to determine long-term health risks or the benefits. They're all, that their government regulating bodies may approve some, they may not approve some, but we don't know the effects, the long-term effects of all these chemicals that we're putting into and onto our bodies. We're loaded with industrial compounds and pollutants and chemicals in our blood and urine. There's been lots of studies that have been done on people and their blood and urine, and that's just what shows up in their blood and urine, all these different types of chemicals. And some of them have been linked to cancer. They may cause toxic to the brain and the nervous system, as well as some could even cause birth defects and abnormal fetal development. So we really need to pay attention to these things. Now, also, like I'm sharing with you, this elevated toxic exposure can be linked to belly fat. So how could that happen? The environmental toxins make it impossible to lose weight because they'll interfere with your metabolism. They interfere with our body's ability to detoxify itself. It'll promote insulin resistance and throw our hormones out of balance, and it will cause increased inflammation in our bodies and activate the stress response and many other things that happen in our body. Also, the toxins will get stored in our fat cells, and that can lead to weight gain. And obviously that is the hardest type of weight to lose, because it's, if you don't get rid of the toxins, then your fat cells just keep getting bigger and bigger, and the weight is keeps piling on. So we do want to cleanse our bodies to help get rid of that stubborn belly fat, but we want to do it in a healthy way, a safe way, and a long-term sustainable way. So if you're looking at a quick fix detox, you may find that you do more harm than good to your body. Now, there's four types of cleanses, or four mistakes you want to avoid when you're looking at a cleanse. So the first type of cleanse I'm going to talk about is a juice cleanse. Now, a juice cleanse will contain way too much sugar, and it will increase your toxic burden. And juices actually are one of the most concentrated forms of sugar, and they may contain as much sugar as a glass of Coke. So you want to avoid a juice cleanse, because you don't want to increase your risk of type 2 diabetes, and as well as all the other effects that we know that sugar cause on the body. Also, if you're looking at a detox tea type of cleanse, you really want to be careful with those, because they may dehydrate your body too much. You may lose weight initially, but it's water weight. So once you go off, you're going to gain the weight back. Also, some of these detox teas combine caffeine with diuretics. And while you're losing the water weight, you're not going to lose the fat. In some detox teas even have other stronger herbs that are designed to rev up your metabolism and curb your appetite, or they may have a laxative effect, and that doesn't sound too pleasant to me. Now, there's one type of herb that's in a certain detox teas called senna, and this could lead to diarrhea, gas, abdominal pain, cramps, bloating, and nausea. So that does not sound very detoxifying to me, and a healthy, sustainable way to lose weight. Now, the third type of detox that you want to avoid are supplements that claim to detox your body. Now, these might say that your body needs to go through a healing crisis or a healing process. And if your body is going to need to go into a crisis mode in order to get healed, then that's probably not a healthy, good thing. And if the detox is promising some other type of healing, or it just doesn't make sense, or it's going to be uncomfortable or painful, then you don't want to do it. Just don't order that stuff. If you do order it, throw it out. Now, there is one herb, or one ingredient that I just read about that I did not know about this, but it's called Cascara sagrada, and it is a shrub, and it's the dried bark is used to make medicine. And this ingredient was added to over-the-counter laxatives, so it was sold as a laxative, as a drug for constipation. The FDA approved it, but in 2002, the FDA withdrew their approval of it, and the reason was there were some concerns about the safety of this ingredient. So they wanted the manufacturers to publish safety studies and do some effectiveness, like publish the effectiveness of this ingredient. And now the manufacturers thought that these studies were going to take too much money and would cut into their profits, so they didn't comply with the FDA request. So the FDA told them they had to either take the ingredient out or reformulate it. So what the manufacturers did, they changed the category of their product to a dietary supplement. Now, dietary supplements under FDA regulations do not have the same standard as an over-the-counter drug. So manufacturers could still use this ingredient, but market it as a dietary supplement instead of an over-the-counter medicine. Now, you might read that the diarrhea that comes along with this, or the laxative effect, is a good thing and it's healing to your body. But when you have diarrhea, you're going to be dehydrated, you're going to feel cramps, you're going to lose nutrients, and you're just going to suffer through that whole process. You're not going to be able to leave your home because you'll always have to be ready to hit the bathroom. So if you're looking at taking a dietary supplement with Cascara sagrada or any other strong herb like that, you might want to rethink about doing that kind of a detox. So you want to do your research as well. So if there's an ingredient on there that you're not sure about, just do some research. Go to the FDA website if you're in the States, or your own government, wherever you are, your own government regulatory body will have information on that as well. So with the internet at our fingertips, we don't really have the excuse that we can't find the information. So just be aware. Now, the real reason that these detoxes ultimately fail is because you're going to lose some weight, but then you're going to gain it back when you go off the detox. It's just a short-term thing. And while you're on it, the body is going to slow down the metabolism, because I heard somewhere that it's not natural for our bodies to want to lose weight. That's why it's so hard. The natural reaction of the body is to hold on to weight or to gain weight, especially if you are not eating regularly or eating healthy, nutrient-dense food. Somebody's poking through, looking at my computer. Anyway, so your body will go into a starvation mode where it slows your metabolism, and then when you go off your detox and start eating, it's going to be harder to lose that weight. So what you want is a long-term sustainable plan that will help you get the nutrients that your body needs, as well as it will help to increase the good bacteria in your gut. Because when you're doing these cleanses, it's going to kill off all the bacteria in your gut, the good bacteria and the bad bacteria. And the good bacteria, we know, is linked to good health and a good, strong immune system. So in order to lose weight, you want to fix the toxicity in your body. And there's a couple ways I can recommend that you can start right away. Number one is to exercise so that you break a sweat, because the skin is the largest detoxifying organ on our body. And so when you break a sweat during exercise, or if you're in a steam sauna type thing where you're sweating, the toxins will be released through your pores. As well, you want to switch to personal care and skin care and body care that is botanically based and doesn't have harmful ingredients in. So those are a couple things. Then, if you want to start, if you don't know where to start with what kind of food you need to eat, you can get my ultimate checklist of foods to avoid, and this will show you what foods you need to take out of your body and what foods you can incorporate that are nutrient dense, and they will help you get rid of the toxins in your body and lose weight. So if you want that list, the link is in the description in the box below, so you can just grab it there. And I hope that you found some value in this. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. And if you got some value, feel free to share this video. And don't forget to grab your ultimate checklist of foods to avoid. All right, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.